Your own father looks you straight in the eye and tells you you're worthless. He packs your bags, opens the door, and kicks you out to live on the streets. No money, no backup, just the clothes on your back. 14 days later, that same family discovers something unbelievable. You're secretly making $17 million a year. This isn't a movie. This isn't fiction. This actually happened. And by the end of this story, you'll understand why silence is the most powerful form of revenge. If you're new here and you love real-life revenge and comeback stories straight from the heart of America, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. His name is Alex Thompson, a 23-year-old from the south side of Chicago. Growing up, Alex was the quiet kid who never quite fit the mold his family wanted. His dad, Robert, was a hard-working mechanic who believed in getting your hands dirty, putting in long hours, and bringing home a steady paycheck. His mom, Linda, taught third grade and always tried to keep the peace. Then there was his older sister, Emily, the straight-A student headed to law school, and his younger brother, Jake, the popular high school athlete everyone adored. Alex? He was the one always glued to a laptop, building things no one else could understand. From the time he was 12, Alex was coding. He taught himself Python on an old family desktop while everyone else was watching football. By 16, he had created small games and sold them online for pocket money. By 18, he won a statewide coding competition, but when he showed the trophy to his dad, Robert just grunted and said, "That's nice, but when are you getting a real job?" The message was clear. Dreams didn't pay the rent. Alex tried college for one semester. He hated it. The classes felt slow, outdated, and disconnected from the real world he wanted to build. So he dropped out, moved back home, and started working on his big idea, an app called StockSmart. It was simple at first, a tool that helped small businesses track inventory in real time, predict shortages, and stop throwing money away on overstock or empty shelves. He spent every waking hour on it. He talked to shop owners, listened to their complaints, and built exactly what they needed. But to his family, it looked like he was just sitting around playing on his computer. Arguments started small and grew louder. "When are you going to grow up?" his dad would shout. "You're 23, Alex. You're embarrassing this family." His mom would sigh and say, "We just want what's best for you." Emily would roll her eyes and mutter, "Some people never learn." Even Jake, who secretly admired his big brother, stayed quiet to avoid trouble. The breaking point came on a freezing November evening in 2023. Alex had just come home from a secret meeting with an angel investor who loved his app and wanted to put real money behind it. He walked through the door excited, ready to share the news. Instead, he found his bags packed and sitting on the front porch. His dad stood there, arms crossed. "You've had enough chances. If you want to waste your life, do it somewhere else. Go live on the streets. Maybe then you'll understand what real work looks like," Alex begged. He tried to explain the investor, the app, the future he could see so clearly. No one listened. His mom looked away with tears in her eyes but didn't speak up. Emily smirked. Jake stared at the floor. The door slammed shut behind him. He stood on the sidewalk in the dark, wind cutting through his hoodie, holding a backpack with his laptop, charger, 2 changes of clothes, and $200. That was it. Everything he owned. He was officially homeless in one of the coldest cities in America. What his family didn't know, what no one knew, was that StockSmart was already quietly exploding behind the scenes. The beta version had thousands of users. Small businesses across Chicago were raving about it. Premium subscriptions were rolling in, and that angel investor? He had already wired $200,000 to get the team moving. Alex had kept it all secret because he was tired of being laughed at. He wanted the success to speak for itself. Those first nights on the streets were brutal. He slept on friends' couches when he could, in 24-hour diners when he couldn't. He worked from public libraries, coffee shops with free Wi-Fi, even park benches when the sun came out. Chicago winter hit hard. Wind that felt like knives, snow that soaked through his shoes. But every time he felt like giving up, he remembered his dad's words. Go live on the streets. And that memory turned into fuel. He coded faster. He fixed bugs at 3 a.m. He emailed potential partners from McDonald's Wi-Fi. He reached out to more investors. 1 week in, a New York venture capital firm asked for a demo. Alex borrowed a suit from a friend, found a quiet corner in a library and pitched like his life depended on it. They offered $2 million on the spot. Meanwhile, back at home, life went on as if nothing had changed. Robert told the neighbors he'd given his son some tough love. Linda prayed quietly. Emily posted vague things about family boundaries. Jake felt guilty, but didn't know what to do. Then came day 14. Robert was under a car at the garage when one of his regular customers started talking. You hear about this new app, Stock Smart? Saved my store 10 grand last month. Kid who made it is from right here in Chicago, Alex Thompson, 23 years old and already a millionaire. Robert froze. He pulled out his phone, searched the name. Headlines everywhere. Chicago Entrepreneur's Inventory app hit $17 million in projected annual revenue. Photos of Alex at a launch event, smiling in a sharp blazer. Quotes from investors calling him a genius. User testimonials flooding social media. The app trending in business circles across the country. He ran home, showed Linda the screen. Her hands shook. Emily saw it on LinkedIn and gasped. Jake found viral TikToks recreating the story. The family group chat blew up. Is this our Alex? They called him, over and over. At first he let it go to voicemail. When he finally answered, his voice was calm. Dad? We had no idea. Robert started. I tried to tell you. Alex said simply. Come home, son. Please. Alex paused. I have a home now. And I'm building something bigger than I ever imagined. But I'm not angry. I just needed you to see what you refused to believe. He didn't yell. He didn't curse. He just stated facts. And that hurt more than any argument ever could. A month later, they met at a coffee shop downtown. It was awkward. Tears, apologies, hugs. Robert admitted he was wrong, that he'd been scared Alex would end up struggling like he had. Linda said she should have stood up for him. Emily apologized for every eye roll. Jake admitted he always believed in him, but was too afraid to say it. Alex forgave them, not because they deserved it right away, but because he chose peace over bitterness. Over time, they rebuilt the relationship. He even brought them into the business. Emily handles some legal work now. Jake interns during summers. Today, StockSmart is one of the fastest growing SaaS companies in the Midwest. Millions of users, national partnerships. Alex speaks at conferences, mentors young coders, donates to homeless youth programs. He still lives in Chicago in a modest condo overlooking the lake because he never forgot where he came from. And every time someone asks him about revenge, he smiles and says the same thing. The best revenge isn't hurting the people who hurt you. It's living so well that they have no choice but to respect you. That's the story of Alex Thompson. From the streets of Chicago to $17 million a year in just 14 days. Proof that sometimes the people who doubt you the most become the ones cheering the loudest when you rise. If this story moved you, drop a like. Share it with someone who needs to hear it and tell me in the comments. Have you ever had someone tell you your dream was impossible? How did you prove them wrong? Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Stay strong, keep building, and never let anyone tell you what you're capable of. Peace.